Hello everyone, we are once again at the end of another month. We are here at the end of June 2025. That means that our market stats are available for the month of May. This is for Winter Haven, Florida, so let's get into the numbers. Winter Haven, we saw 93 closed sales in May 2025. That's compared to 96 in May 2024. That's a decrease of 3.1%. Cash sales as a percentage of closed sales, 10.8% of all sales were cash sales. That's compared to 22.9% a year ago. That's a decrease of 52.8%. Median sales price, $295,800 compared to $299,900. That's a decrease of 1.4%. The average sales price was $311,857 in May 2025. That is compared to $333,106 in May 2024. That's a decrease of 6.4%, one of the largest decreases we've seen in many months. Median percent of original list price, sellers are receiving 94.1% of list price compared to 95.7% a year ago. That's a decrease of 1.7%. Median time to contract, so how long is it taking for a home to be listed and then go under contract? 55 days compared to 31 days a year ago, an increase of 77.4%. And then median time to sale, how long is it taking to close? 94 days compared to 72 days a year ago, an increase of 30.6%. New pending sales, 113 new pending sales compared to 92 a year ago. That's an increase of 22.8%. New listings, 136 new listings compared to 138 new listings a year ago. That's a decrease of 1.4%. Pending inventory, 149 compared to 126 a year ago. That's an increase of 18.3%. Active inventory, 465 homes of all types active in Winter Haven compared to 401 a year ago. That's an increase of 16%. And then month supply of inventory, 5.4 month supply of inventory compared to 5.2 month supply of inventory a year ago, an increase of 3.8%. And we are getting very, very close to a balanced market. In some areas, in some zip codes, we may even be in a buyer's market. Tune in, we'll talk a little bit about what all of this means for you moving forward. So it has been an interesting month. I read online that May 2025 has been the slowest May in 16 years. So if you're a seller and your home's been sitting on the market for a while, that is the reason why. It's really a combination of an increase of inventory, although this month we did see a slight decrease in new listings. But it's overall an increase of inventory combined with fewer buyers out on the market. And that is causing homes to sit longer. What homes are selling for a little less than they were a year ago. And I think a lot of what's happening is the uncertainty with the economy. The tariffs are on, the tariffs are off, the tariffs are on, the tariffs are off. How's that going to impact unemployment? How's that going to impact interest rates? All of this uncertainty and volatility is causing buyers to be on the sideline. And one of the best indicators of that is actually looking at the cash sales. The cash sales percentage is so far down compared to what it is in the past. And I think that's because people who actually have cash are sitting on it right now because they're not sure what is the right area to invest their money. And so they're sitting on the sidelines, and everybody's just kind of, I think, taking a wait and see approach to see what's going to happen with the economy. And then as things maybe stabilize a little bit, they'll make decisions as to what they want to do. I do think that if interest rates come down and can get below 6.5, we'll see more buyers entering the market. And I also think that really the uncertainty is the biggest thing. Now, if you're a buyer, honestly, there's not much difference between the price of a new home and a resale home right now. So if you're a buyer out there, it's really worth looking at new home construction. And the reason for that is that the builders are getting a little nervous about the inventory, and so they're slashing prices. I am seeing builders slash prices 30, 40, 50,000, and they're still offering all kinds of other incentives like rate buy downs or just low interest rates. I've seen a builder offering 3.99%. And they're offering closing cost incentives. Some builders are even paying all of your closing costs. So when you factor that in, and the difference between those homes, especially if you're looking at a discounted home, so if you're looking at a tract builder, that's your Lennar, your D.R. Hortons, your big national builders that always have inventory ready to sell. They're discounting those homes that are ready because they want to get them off their books. And so if you're looking at those homes, as long as you don't care about picking out your color options and things like that, you can probably get into that new home cheaper than you can a resale, because most private sellers can't offer those same kinds of incentives. And so if you want to explore new home construction, I have good contacts with pretty much all the builders in the area. I'd love to help you with new home construction. It's still important to be represented because the sales reps all represent the builder and not you. They're all great, they're all very nice, but they ultimately are paid by the seller, in this case the builder, and so they don't necessarily have your best interest in mind. You need someone looking out for your interests. So if you're a buyer, I definitely strongly encourage looking at new home construction right now. In addition, your homeowner's insurance is going to be cheaper, and so that's another big plus to new home construction right now. And likely, at least initially, your repairs and maintenance are going to be cheaper because everything's new and everything's under warranty. If you're a seller, the best advice I can give you right now is you have to both price your home aggressively, and what I mean by that is if your realtor gives you a range, you probably want to be on the low end of the range unless you want to sit for a while. Homes, and the other part is you got to have patience. Homes are still selling. It's not that there aren't buyers out there, but the buyers have a lot more options to pick from. And I just said that new home construction is a really good option for home buyers, and they do have a lot of inventory. So you have competition out there as a seller. Unless your home completely stands out from all other homes, and you've got to be really honest about that, then one of the best ways to make your home stand out is with the price. So if you need to sell, if you've got to be out of here quickly, you've definitely got to be aggressive on your pricing. If you're going to price it high and money's the most important thing, then you just need to be prepared to be patient. My listings consistently get more viewings online than other viewings in the same zip code, but the showings are still very slow. And so it's just because there aren't as many buyers out there looking, and the ones that are out there do have a lot to choose from. Anyway, I hope you found this information helpful. If you are interested in getting a home buying guide or a home selling guide, comment below, and I'll be glad to send you my home buyer's guide and my home seller's guide. As always, if you or someone you know are looking to buy or sell a home in Central Florida, I would love to help you. Remember, you can't miss with Chris. Have a great day, everybody.